Hi, guys. Rosie Langella from Montgomery. Can you kind of explain what happened last night and what your trip was like getting here and everyone is okay and stuff like that? Can you take us through what happened?
Yeah, Jabari, you want to take that?
The flight got a little delayed, so we had to just stick around in Auburn a little bit. But we got it situated. Planes came and got us, and we got down here at a reasonable time, ate dinner, and got some rest and got ready for today.
All right, next question right there.
Yeah, to follow up on that, I guess, Jabari, so the plane was just delayed, or were you guys in the air and it had to turn back? There's just been a couple of conflicting reports. If you can make it more clear of what exactly occurred.
It was just delayed, so we just couldn't get on it yet. And then when the other planes came, we just got on it and left.
Right there, Avery.
I guess for Walker, Bruce was talking after the A&M game how he expected defenses to continue to pack in for y'all, and dare you to shoot the three ball, kind of like A&M did in that game. Do you guys expect that heading into this one? And I guess what's kind of your offensive game plan after going over what happened against A&M?
We think that we're confident in our shooting ability. We're confident in our offensive ability. So regardless of what they do, we feel like we're prepared, and we'll expect whatever they throw out at us.
Next question.
Hello. For any of you guys, I guess Walker first. BP said he hasn't talked to y'all about sort of the lack of experience generally with NCAA Tournament on this roster much this season. Walker, I know you had a chance at UNC. Is there anything that you tell everyone else sort of just about that experience and sort of lessons that you impart? And do you two think that that's anything that's even been a concern?
I think for all the guys, we all understand that there's a finality to the loss. We lose, we go home. So, even though I've had experience and they haven't, they still understand that just as good as I do.
All right, next question.
Yeah, Georgia Chambers, WFF TV. Jabari, when you were at Sandy Creek, we were kind of talking about, your road to Auburn and what made you choose it. So sitting in the position you're in now, what's really stood out to you so far with your first season with Auburn?
I would just say the family atmosphere, how together everybody is, how together the community is, and just how much the coaches care about their players. That's been the biggest thing to me. It was always more than basketball since the first day I got here, so that's been the biggest thing, and that's why I came here.
Next question over here.
Question to all three. When you guys have had struggles or been long stretches without scoring, what are some of the things you guys have worked on to kind of slow down some of those lows a little quicker?
Allen, can you go first?
Just getting back in the gym and just putting the work back in and coming together as a team and talking about the problems that we have and trying to find solutions to them.
Anybody, Walker or Jabari, anything you want to add?
Al hit it on the head.
Yeah, just staying in the gym, being ready to make shots, trying to take care of the ball, limit turnovers, and just get our shot at the end of the day.
Aaron?
Yep. Aaron Beard with the AP. This is for Jabari. When you were being recruited, we've seen high school kids have routes now not going through college basketball, G League. Did they reach out to you, G League, about trying to come that route? And I guess how important was it maybe to have a college experience or be in this tournament as far as the decision for you to be in college?
Yeah, they reached out, but it was just never my dream. It was just never something I just envisioned. So I just always had my goals set on college, playing in March, building relationships, and just, going through that college grind, just experiencing that college life. So that was always my dream, and that's just what I was set on. But, yeah, they offered the opportunity, but it was cool. But I knew what I wanted to do.
Question for Jabari. What was your favorite, right here. Yeah. What was your favorite NCAA team growing up?
Growing up, it was probably Kentucky when Karl Anthony Towns. But, as I got older, I started knowing people in college, build a relationship with Coach Harper. So I ended up watching Auburn, Jared Harper. That whole team being from Georgia, I knew some of them. So Auburn ended up being a favorite as I got older.
Good save. Right in the middle.
Hey, after your performance against Texas A&M, what's your plan on attacking Jacksonville State's three-point shooting?
Allen, could you take that?
Just getting up, up in guys, not letting them bring the ball up, denying catches, and just being aggressive, playing aggressive defense the whole game, much like the second half we played against Texas A&M.
Down low.
This is for Allen. Is your grandfather going to be here at the game? And this is a third-generation basketball family with you. And I think you're going to be the first one to play in the NCAA tournament. What does that mean to you?
It means a lot. Just having my family here, everybody being able to see me play and experience new things. Like, they've never been to the NCAA tournament. So for all my grandparents and my uncles to be able to come out and enjoy the tournament and also get to see me play, I mean, it's amazing.
Avery, right there.
For Allen, with just how well Jacksonville State shoots the three, how much has Bruce kind of, just belabored the fact that you guys need to close out on the perimeter this week?
That's been the motto all week. At practice, he's been stressing it over and over again, just getting up close on closeouts, making sure we arrive on the catch, hands up, and try to not let them shoot that ball.
Carrie Osep, WVTM out of Birmingham. This one is for whoever wants to take it, but obviously you guys have had such highs this season, but this is where it really counts. And I just want to know, from those moments that have been, the highest of highs for a basketball program, what did you guys learn from that now with some reflection as you head into the tournament?
Walker, you want to take that?
Sure. I think that the biggest thing we've learned is that we've all we got. Our teammates, our coaching staff, we can't rely on anyone else. We got to come together and do what we do best, and just really rely on each other.
All right, Pete. Pete, right there, him there first, Avery.
Pete Yakabelli from the AP. Jabari, does Coach ever talk about the last time Auburn was in the NCAA tournament in that Final Four game that kind of was a heartbreaker for you guys? I know none of you were in it, but does he talk about it? Does he remind you of it? And
he reminds us how hard it is to get there, how tough it will be, how tough every game will be. But he doesn't really talk about it much. He tries to focus on the present and just focus on this team and focus how to get back. That's what he's been stressing on, trying to get back and just trying to make history. So that's what we've been focusing on.
Down low on the left.
This is for Jabari. Johnny Conn at ABC 3340 Sports in Birmingham. After the Texas A&M loss, you said you were confident that Katie Johnson was going to bounce back shooting performance-wise. Can you talk to me what his week of practice was like? And I know he's a very emotional player. And what do you think he's going to be able to do for you guys on the floor come tomorrow?
He's going to be able to do what he's been doing all season, bring energy, give us that spark that we need. And in practice, he's been great. He's been paying attention to detail. Had a lot of energy. I've been seeing him in the gym getting up shots on his own, so he's very locked in, very focused on bouncing back from that game, putting it behind him, and just moving forward.
Right here.
For Allen, this team had 4 transfers, and Jabari, there's a lot of overhaul to the roster, and yet you guys were able to win the outright SEC title. From your perspective as a guy who was a veteran on this team, what has made this team click? What made this team click as quickly as it did, and how have y'all been able to be this successful?
I would say how fast we actually ended up bonding. When you bring in a lot of new guys and transfers from a lot of different places, everybody's kind of different. It kind of takes a while for groups to normally click and get in sync, but as soon as we got here, we immediately started hanging out and going places, going bowling and stuff, just spending time with each other. And when we got on the court together, we just synced, and it's been great since.
Right here.
For Al, I know that team that you were a freshman on, obviously when things got shut down, y'all were going to be a pretty high seed in the tournament. Just, do you kind of feel like maybe you're carrying that on for maybe some of the guys who weren't on that team? And I guess how excited are you to be back in the tournament now, since you guys weren't able to when you were a freshman?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we're carrying that on for the guys that missed out that freshman year. But I also feel like that this team, that we feel like we have more on the plate, that we want to make history, meaning that none of us have played in the tournament before. Those guys played on the Final Four team and then got to make their run. So I feel like we're more hungry.
Since we got to start a little early, this is the last question in here. Go ahead.
Anyone can answer this one. So early in the week, Coach Pearl mentioned to expect a lot of fans traveling to this game in South Carolina. So what does it mean to players, to see at an away game and look at the stands and see the jungle traveling?
Jabari, you want to answer first?
Yeah, it just shows us what Auburn really is, what it's really known for. A big fan base, a fan base that's gonna travel, a fan base that's gonna show you love. So when we see that, it just hypes us up. It just makes us feel like we got to leave it all out there for them, not only for us. So it helps us a lot, and we really appreciate them.